Hello guys, it's Engineer Jotter Genesis R. Palad or Engineer Palm Tree on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And today, we're gonna discuss a March 2026 problem na lumabas ng HPGE. So this is actually the only situation na lumabas sa HPGE nung March 2026, no? And yung only situation na lumabas is actually erroneous. So let me read the problem. A retaining wall 12-meter high has horizontal backfill on its vertical face to its base. Under normal conditions, the backfill has a water content of 10% and a void ratio of 0.5. The specific gravity of the soil grains is 2.5 and the angle of internal friction is 20 degrees. Use Rankine's theory of lateral earth pressure. So, kasi situation siya, may tatlong question siya. Yung una, evaluate the total horizontal lateral force per meter width of wall due to the water. Pangalawa, evaluate the total horizontal lateral force per meter width of wall due to the soil. Then pangatlo, by how many times would the horizontal lateral force be increased if the backfill is fully saturated with rainwater? So first guys, let's envision muna what the problem is pertaining. Sabi dito guys, a retaining wall 12-meter high, has horizontal backfill on its vertical face to its base. So horizontal backfill yan guys, soil yan. So under normal conditions, the backfill has a water content of 10%, a void ratio of 0.5, and a specific gravity of 2.5. And yung internal friction, angle of internal friction niya is 20 degrees. So una let's answer question number 1. And actually guys, question number 1 pa lang guys, alam na natin na erroneous to. Bakit? Kasi, di ba may given tayo na water content, void ratio, tsaka specific gravity. For there to be a lateral force due to water, dapat under siya sa water table or fully saturated siya. Basically, yung S is 1. And if we calculate the saturation, guys, gamit itong given na water content, void ratio, tsaka specific gravity, makikita natin SE equals WGS yung gagamitin natin or yung sa iba is GWES. Calculate na, substitute lang natin. S equals WGS over E. So W natin is 10% or 0.1. Yung GS natin is 2.5. Yung E natin is 0.5. Yung makukuha natin is 0.5. So yung saturation pala natin guys, that's 50%. So hindi siya fully submerged. Hindi siya under the water table, hindi siya fully saturated. So, dapat guys, by correct principle guys, ito lang yung lateral force natin due to soil lang. Due to soil lang, walang tubig. So, dapat yung force due to water natin is equal to 0. Kasi 50% saturation lang. So, yung lateral force natin is due to soil lang. And yung force natin due to water is 0. Pero as you can see guys, sa choices, wala yung 0. Wala yung 0. So, alam nating erroneous na agad. Number 1 pa lang. Erroneous na agad. Actually, nung lumabas to sa amin, ito yung last problem actually. 48, 49, 50. So, alam na natin, sa unang question pa lang, erroneous na siya. So, dapat mag-troubleshoot tayo. And, yung pag-troubleshoot natin, guys, gagamitin natin yung choices. Kasi walang water table dito. So, baka meron palang water table kasi walang sinasabi eh. Baka meron palang water table. So, gagamitin natin tong choices na to. So, 'di ba yung force ng water natin guys is basically just 1/2 unit weight times height squared. 'Di ba? Yung pressure natin is basically just unit weight times height. Para makuha yung force niyan guys, triangular kasi yan, kagaya nito. Siyempre, gagawin lang natin 1/2 unit weight, 1/2 times pressure times height. So, since yung pressure natin is unit weight times height, so magiging 1/2 unit weight times height squared, no? So, let's use the choices, guys. Una, guys, ganito yung gagawin natin, guys. Yung force ng water, dito tayo kukuha sa choices. So, 600 equals 1/2 times 9.81 h squared. So, makukuha nating height ng water table. Height ng water table is 11.06. So, if we do that to all the choices, guys, yung 520, 706, ka 810, makikita natin, guys, na ito, guys, ito, tsaka ito, meron silang mga decimal, no? Actually, silang lahat. Pero ito guys, as you can see guys, pwede na din yang 12 meters if we round it off. Pwede na yung 12 meters. Bakit? Kasi meron tong discrepancy talaga kasi naka whole number na siya. So rounded off na basically yung choices natin. So let's assume na may point something pala yan para maging height equals 12. So yung water table pala guys, no, is dito. Dito sagad sa taas. Diyan pala yung water table natin, no. And if may water table tayo, edi meron na tayong lateral force due to water, no. And since alam na natin na ito yung water table height guys, alam na din natin na yung 706 yung answer for number 1. Pero let's calculate it lang, no, by using the formula. Let's substitute 1/2 times 9.81 yung unit weight ng water, yung height natin ng water table is 12 meters, sagad sa taas. So, yung makukuha nating value is 706.32, no? So, as you can see, sa choice is 706, rounded off na siya. Kaya may discrepancy yung pagkuha natin ng height, no? Kaya may discrepancy. Pero ito, yung sagot natin sa number 1. So, for question number 2, guys, sabi niya, total horizontal lateral force due to the soil na. Due to the soil. Since alam natin, guys, na meron tayong lateral force due to water, so we can assume na di pala to kailangan yung water content. Na saturation pala natin is 1 lang. Kasi under na siya sa water table eh. So let's calculate the lateral force due to soil. So same actually lang ng formula ng water guys, no? 1/2 Ka times gamma height squared. Yung gamma dyan guys, may ganyan yan kasi buoyant yan. Buoyant or effective unit weight, no? Itong K, yan yung active earth pressure coefficient natin, no? So again, yung buoyant unit weight is basically just unit weight, saturated unit weight minus unit weight ng tubig, no? So let's calculate the active earth pressure coefficient guys. So yung Ka equals 1 minus sine ng angle of internal friction natin over 1 plus sine ng angle of internal friction natin. So if we substitute 1 minus sine 20 over 1 plus sine 20, yung makukuha natin is 0.49. Yan yung active earth pressure coefficient natin. So let's substitute na guys. Before that, I want you to store this to A. Kasi may ano pa yan, more decimals. So I want you to store that to A para lang accurate tayo. So let's also calculate the unit weight. Again, yung kailangan nating unit weight kasi meron tayong lateral force due to water, kailangan natin is saturated unit weight. So to calculate the saturated unit weight, we use lang GS plus E over 1 plus E times unit weight. So let's substitute lang. Yung GS is 2.5, yung E is 0.5. 2.5 plus 0.5 over 1 plus 0.5 times 9.81. Yung makukuha nating unit weight na saturated is 19.62. So, with all the necessary variables needed, no? Necessary values, let's substitute na. So, ito yung correct principle, guys, ha? Based on question number 1. Since may lateral force due to water tayo, yung correct principle niyan, guys, is saturated yung unit weight natin na gagamitin. So, let's substitute lang 1/2. Yung Ka natin, yan yung A. Yung buoyant unit weight natin, y sat minus y ng water, 19.62 minus 9.81 times 12 squared. If we calculate that, guys, yung makukuha natin is 346.30 kilonewton. And as you can see, let's look at the choices. Wala yan sa choices. Wala yan sa choices. Naku. So, hindi pala tama itong if we base the question number 2 sa question number 1, no? Hindi pala tama kasi hindi natin makuha. So, let's say, baka hindi to connected. Baka hindi to connected. Baka itong original problem talaga yung kailangan sundin. Let's try. Let's look at the question number 3, no? Sabi dito, guys. By how many times would the horizontal lateral force be increased if the backfill is fully saturated with rainwater? So sabi dito guys, ratio daw. If fully saturated siya with rainwater, saan ba yan i-compare? Dito, sa normal conditions. compare natin siya sa normal conditions. So baka nga, yung gagamitin natin is yung actual problem. No, na normal condition. So magagamit talaga natin tong saturation pala. No, so let's try. But let's look muna sa question number 3, no? Sabi dito, ratio na ma-increase yung backfill, ma-increase yung lateral force due to backfill, no? If fully saturated with rainwater. And as you can see sa choices, guys, 1 point something yan. So dapat yung lateral force natin na fully saturated, dapat mas malaki. Dapat nasa sa numerator. Then yung normal condition natin is nasa denominator. So dapat greater than 1 yan, guys, ha? So with this, knowing this, no, alam pala natin na kailangan natin ng SAT, kailangan natin ng normal. Ito, normal siguro to. Kasi hindi lumalabas to eh. Itong fully saturated, so normal siguro tong number 2, guys. So, ito yung correct principle, ha, based on problem. So again, the same formula. And kasi guys, ito guys, actually hindi na buoyant unit weight yung gagamitin natin, kundi moist unit weight na. Bakit? 'Di ba? We're assuming na nawala pa lang tubig. Di pala siya, hindi walang tubig. Kundi 50% lang pala yung saturation. So moist unit weight siya, guys, hindi siya fully saturated. Hindi siya submerged. So hindi na natin ma-minus yung unit weight ng water dapat. Dapat unit weight lang siya ng moist unit weight lang, no? So let's calculate the moist unit weight, guys. Ito lang yung formula. GS plus SE over 1 plus E times unit weight ng water. So magagamit na pala talaga natin yung saturation. So 2.5 plus 0.5 times 0.5, di ba 0.5 yung saturation, over 1 plus 0.5 times 9.81. And if we calculate that, makukuha natin is 17.985 kilonewton per cubic meter. No? So, yan na yung unit weight natin na moist, na may 50% saturation. No? So let's substitute na. Substitute na natin yung Ka natin, yan pa rin yung A. Then yung gagamitin na nating unit weight is moist unit weight, no? So 17.985 times 12 squared. So yung makukuha nating value dyan, guys, is 634.89 kilonewtons. So let's look at the choices. Aray mo, wala pa rin sa choices. Naku, wala pa rin sa choices, guys. Ito na yung tamang principle na magagawa natin. So, dapat meron ulit tayong troubleshoot, guys. Meron tayong ulit troubleshoot. So, ano yung gagawin natin, guys? Pabalik tayo nito, guys. Pabalik tayo nito na formula. Pero, guys, hindi kasi kailangan yung troubleshoot natin, guys. Hindi siya kailangan always logical by principle. Kailangan lang consistent itong tatlong choices natin. Kasi under the same situation yan sila. So, dapat guys, connected yan silang tatlo. No? So, alam kasi natin merong tubig. Alam natin merong tubig. Then, alam din natin, if fully saturated yung analysis natin, hindi lalabas sa choices. Kaya dapat talaga normal condition, itong moist unit weight yung gagamitin natin. Pero hindi din lalabas. Kasi, wala tayong sinubtract na tubig. Meron tayong lateral force due to water So, dapat pala guys, yung gagawin natin, yung moist unit weight, isasubtract natin ng unit weight ng tubig. No? And actually guys, wrong to by principle. This is wrong by principle. Pero, if we base it sa pag-connect natin ng tatlong problem na to, no? Tama to. If we base it dito. So, let's try, no? Again, substitute natin yung Ka, 0.49 na lang sa A, times 17.985 minus na natin yung tubig, 9.81 times 12 squared. Yung makukuha natin, guys, is 288.59 kilonewtons. Andyan na sa choices. Andyan na sa choices. So, yan pala talaga yung sagot. Let's go! Yan yung sagot, guys. So, bakit nga ba to ulit? Hindi yan correct by principle. Correct yan pag i-connect natin to. Kasi sabi dito, ito yung ratio ng fully saturated daw, ng pag-increase ng lateral force due to remoter na mag-fully saturate niya. So, dapat, yung compare natin dito is yung normal condition. Kasi, dito naman sa number 1, may lateral force due to water. So, gusto ng problem pala is meron pa ring lateral force due to water kahit pa moist lang siya. kahit pa 50% lang yung saturation. So, kailangan natin i-minus, no? And actually, guys, no, meron actually akong isa pang troubleshoot na ginawa nung lumabas to, no? Na actually lumabas pa rin sa choices. So, ito yan, guys. So, yung ginawa ko, same formula, no? Pero yung ginawa ko dito, guys, yung buoyant unit weight ko is moist unit weight minus saturation times unit weight ng water na. So, bakit ba, guys? Di ba, guys, yung soil natin, meron yang voids. Meron yang voids. No? Merong voids. So, yung voids, guys, is either meron yang tubig or meron yang air. If fully saturated yan, guys, if S equals 1, yung lahat ng voids is filled with water. Walang air. Walang air. Kaya if fully saturated, yung buoyant unit weight natin is Y sat minus YW. Kasi that's all water, guys. Yung andyan sa mga voids. Yung unit weight kasi ng water, guys, no, it causes a buoyant force. No, so may upward force yan. Kaya ma-minus natin. But guys, dito kasi 50% saturation lang siya. So meron talagang air. Merong air dyan. So hindi full yung buoyant force ng tubig na ma-apply. So yung iniisip ko, guys, baka is unit weight ng water lang yung kailangan natin or 50% lang ng unit weight ng water kasi yan lang yung nag-fill ng voids natin. No? And actually, guys, meron ding erroneous question nung November 2025 na ganito yung ginamit na principle. Pero hindi yun lateral force. Stress lang yun. Stress due to soil yung may water table. Yeah. Pero dito kasi, guys, no, hindi siya fully saturated. So baka ito yung sagot, no? Baka ito yung tamang principle. So, if we substitute it, guys, no? The difference lang dito, 9.81 dito is 0.5 times 9.81. And if we calculate it, guys, meron actually yan sa choices. As you can see, 461.74, andyan sa choices. Andyan sa choices. So, magdadalawang isip ka talaga. No? But, guys, again, this is a situation. Situation to, dapat connected yung tatlong problems mo. Tatlong questions mo. Eh, dito sa number 1, guys, yung lateral force due to water natin is full. It's full, 9.81. So, dapat yung ima-minus natin sa soil natin ng lateral force is yung full din na tubig. Hindi yung 50% lang. And although, mali na kasing principle to, guys, no? Maling principle to. Actually, ito din. Kasi wala talagang tubig if moist unit. Wala talagang lateral force due to water if moist siya. Pero, we're thinking logical na kasi, erroneous na talaga siya. But again, dapat consistent ka. Full sa number 1, so dapat full din yung ima-minus mo sa number 2. Okay? And actually, guys, if you use this force, hindi yan lalabas sa number 3. So, dapat, again, connected yan. Hindi to lalabas sa number 3, so alam nating mali pala talaga to. No? So, ito dapat yung sagot. Okay? So, ito na yung lateral force due to water natin and ito na yung lateral force due to soil. So, let's look na at question number 3, no? So, again, yung question doon is by how many times would the horizontal lateral force be increased if the backfill is fully saturated with rainwater? So, ito na, di ba, yung working equation natin, yung ratio is equal to force na fully saturated over force na normal. And, para makuha yung lateral force natin if saturated, actually, na-calculate na natin to before. Let's calculate it lang again. 1/2 times A, which is yung Ka times fully saturated Y sat minus YW. Diba? Times 12 squared. Yung makukuha natin is 346.30 kilonewton. No? So, let's substitute na, guys, dito. Yung total force kasi yan, guys. Total yung kailangan natin. Hindi lang due to soil, hindi lang due to water, kundi due to both. Total. So, we have to add the tubig. No? I-add natin yung tubig. So, if we, yung saturated natin, ito yan, di ba? Si 46.3 plus 706.32 over yung normal condition natin, which is yung soil is 288.59 lang, plus 706.32. So yung makukuha nating ratio dyan is 1.06. And as you can see, if you look at the choices, andyan yan sa letter D. So, yan yung sagot. But actually guys, if may references kayo nito, no? Iba actually yung sagot nila dito, no? Let's look at it. So, ito yung ginagawa ng other references nyo. Yung ginawa nila guys, kinuha nila ulit yung force ng soil na moist. So, they made it logical. Ito tama tong principle actually. 1/2 times A times yung unit weight na moist. 'Di ba yan yung kinalculate natin kanina na hindi lumabas dito. And if you calculate that guys, ito yung nakukuha. Ito dapat yung tama na force ng soil. So ito dapat yung tama. And if meron na tayong moist unit weight, 'di ba wala na yung tubig guys? Wala yung tubig by correct principle. So yung saturated natin na force is still the same, 346.3 plus yung tubig. Yung ginawa nilang normal condition na is ito na. Ito na. So makukuha nilang value dyan is 1.66. And actually, andyan din yan sa choices. Pero guys, di ba sabi ko guys, this is all under one situation so dapat connected yan lahat. Bakit tayo gagamit nito guys? Bakit tayo gagamit nito if hindi yan lumabas sa number 1 tsaka number 2? Diba, we tried this sa number 2, hindi tama eh. Hindi siya tama, hindi siya makuha. So, bakit natin yan gagamitin? But again guys, no, yung board exam natin, wala yung answer key, wala yung solution. So, believe what you want to believe. Hindi kita mafo-force if you want to believe me or you want to believe the other references na ito yung sagot. No. Kasi actually, hindi to first time na lumabas to guys. Hindi to first time na lumabas to. This same erroneous situation, hindi to first time. Lumabas na din to before. And yung ibang references is ito. Meron ding ibang RC na ito. So, it's up to you what you want to believe, no? Who you want to believe. Basta yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys, dapat consistent yung 1, 2, and 3. Kasi under one situation yan sila. Dapat consistent yan, guys. Since dito nakuha natin is itong lateral force na to, kahit pa wrong yan by principle, guys. Kasi yan yung nakuha natin sa number 2. Dapat yan din yung pagsagot natin sa number 3. No. That's what I believe in. So, we know na yung answer natin is ito, ito, tsaka ito. So, that's all, no? Make sure to subscribe and also follow or join me on my other platforms. Meron tayong Facebook, TikTok, tsaka Discord channel. So, that's it, no? See you in the next video.